And yes, as you can see in the title, calling in all empaths. Rising my vibration to call in community. As I gather myself here. To me, it's like a challenge has been accepted. So I'm going to go ahead and just continue here. In the meantime, can you guys please share the live, invite people, or just get comfortable to receive any messages. Let's connect. Here we go. All right. There we are. Welcome in, guys. All right. All right. Go ahead and get right into it. As my white light shields this space for protection among any evil, calling in Archangel Michael to protect as we receive messages from the divine universe. Thank you. All right. Let's see. If you guys can stay with me and watch me, do the reading, go ahead and do the breathing exercises with me as well. Join me. Okay. All right. First card. Phrases. Excuse me. I always liked using this deck, especially the way that I interpret the cards. Sorry. So let's continue. Let's see what. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, guys, is that we are aligning. Okay. As I notice a full moon. I forgot what kind of full moon there is happening right now. Hello. So due to that full moon, the energy, right, is sending out a message to our hearts. We're feeling some type of way their hearts are becoming alive, or they're starting to feel love, or just something beautiful, something that's causing the heart to beat. I mean, do y'all want to ask the question? Is it love? What is it? Like, is it, I mean, if we're open to love, it could be anything. Perhaps a soulmate, a career, a wish fulfillment coming true. Let's see what the stars have to say. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Appreciate having you guys here. Yeah, don't give up, I heard. Don't give up. Ooh. All right, we have the sun. Gates and clearing. Somebody's shining bright. So yeah, there's attraction here. Something's manifesting, and you can have a really clear path in which direction to go. Is this something that you've been speaking behalf of? To where now doors, gates are opening for you. Opportunities are coming in. If you think that this reading does not resonate, hi, how you doing? It does to anyone that comes across this. It could be your own mind. It could just be some karma clearing up unconsciously. Take it however it could resonate. I could break it down in so much, but we'll be here all day. Mentally, emotion, or let it hit in that direction in all aspects to see what comes up, and it'll give you some kind of understanding of what I'm expressing here. I do sense a lot of celebrations, a lot of cheering, a lot of like worshiping our God. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna worry. We're just gonna surrender. Surrender and be free. Be free from distancy. Be free from overbearing ourselves with humongous responsibilities. As much as we have to take care of, like, let's say, bills or whatever. How do I put this? Is that making sense to me? Like, you have to make a space for fun, for happiness, for joy. Not just work, work, work. Or distance yourself. Doesn't matter what type of work you do, or whatever it is that you're doing. Don't distance yourself from people because of that. And what I'm thinking now, what is coming to me, it's people that, let's say, there's some illness happening, and you distance yourself from your family. Spirit is literally saying, have them, or in other words, have you get up and let those family members know what's going on with whoever you're taking care of that's ill, for you to get the support that you need. You need to rest. A lot of you have not, you just like on standby when it comes to spirit, because you haven't had the chance to truly be in your own, with your own self. You're taking in all this energy and it's just bringing you down. So let those people come in and help you. All right, what it seems like that message was for somebody personal. Now, I don't know who it was for, but it was for somebody. So, again, something clear is coming in, right? It's clearing up. Surrendering to joy, happiness, less chaotic. Look at it like a dirty house. But you're going to go ahead and take care of business. I mean, in a way that there's going to be no worry other than just finding a way. Finding a way to continue being in your pedestal, to maintain your pedestal in a safe environment. You know, you're putting everything on top of it, which is your family, your joy. But yet you're still like purifying your emotional body. Okay. It's because a lot of you are also manifesting families, joy, you know, things that you didn't have when you were a child. If not, maybe later on, sometime in your adulthood, things changed and you really didn't have this at all. Okay? So, the sacral chakra could also be unhidden, which in my expression is let this moon energy cleanse this sacral, which is located below your belly button. That holds the chakra, masculine energy, gut feeling, decisions, and other stuff, right? And the sexual energy, the male sexual energy. So when that one's not healed, when it's going through healing, you cannot be interacting sexually with others. This is where this container needs to be closed. And if you came in contact with someone sexually, then that's, you did, it happened, whatever. From now on, try to protect yourself. But this is just my advice, okay? If you guys want to continue with the advice, you're more than welcome to. I'm not forcing anybody. But again, when you're going through healing, especially in that space, you do not have sexual intercourse, okay? You do not have no type of sexual contact with a person. Because this is the point where it's very vulnerable and you're just not carrying oxygen for yourself. You're also carrying that energy from other people. Not just the people that you came in contact with, but also the person that they came in contact with. Due to past your people that you came in contact with. So be very mindful when it comes to this energy, male or female. Because when we're so sensitive, we do carry all these energies. Okay. And who knows, maybe your past generations, ancestors, etc. down the line didn't know how to heal or allow healing or even understand what that was. Okay. But now that there's more consciousness, more awareness of our bodies, let's go ahead and just tend to learn more about who we are, because we're sponges. We can be absorbing all kinds of energies, not just the outside of whatever we do, but everybody else's world. Okay? So just tend to be mindful of your sexual desires. And as a person, human being, etc., I do always, not so much recommend, but I do advise to connect with self. Masturbation, it is a beautiful thing to go ahead and connect with self. So when you connect with yourself, it's a whole different type of energy, connection, and relationship. Again, awareness. So you're just not gonna just welcome anybody in that space. And if the sexual energy is calling or the attraction, well, I don't see why not. At this point, you can just say, okay, it's a match. I don't see nothing interfering, and go ahead, use your intuition, your gut, and go for it. That's open. Your own body tells you when it's safe, when it's not safe. Excuse me. So let's continue. We. All right. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? From self. Let me see right here. All right. I like this one. Mountains. We are surrendering to this present energy. Okay. We're surrendering to the present energy. I'm not sure if some of you guys have experienced headaches. And if you have, let me know. But again, if you're surrendering to something now, it's because you're allowing fate, you're allowing either God or just the energy itself or going with the flow to go with it. Like you're going with it. You're trusting something here. You also are being protected by someone. This could be the divine, could be your spirit guides, grandparents, I heard. I see no worry. It might be dark or it might feel dark. Something to do with darkness or dark. But there's this light. This could be your light, your intuition, your gut that's guiding you, your own spirit. But yet it's just like feels, and it gives me a sense of a different type of energy. It's vibrating different. This is interesting. Okay, can you clarify, Spirit? What is this recording to? That makes sense to me, but we have the chameleon and the moon phrases again. I see. Okay. We did talk about healing and surrendering to the present energy. And here we are. This is the present energy. So we're blending in with the energy that's happening now. Okay? Because we have the moons again. So we're changing. We're blending right in, guys. So if you feel some type of way, something's not really... Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Hello, White Float. Am I saying it right? Are you still in here? And yes, you are more than welcome to... I could answer your question. But yes, again, we're blending in here. Okay? We're blending. Okay, I don't think they're here. So let's continue. And what does that mean? I mean, let me just clarify. We're becoming whole. Okay? To which now at this point, we're going to be manifesting more for us. Okay? As we continue blending in, coming together with the universe, with oneself. Okay? Alright, let's see. Let's put this away. Okay, for the empath. Messages for the empath. Wow. That was nice. We have the Four of Coins. Ooh, the High Priestess, Justice, and that Knight of Swords. We are... Oh my gosh, how does that song go? I don't know. With Justice here, we were receiving. Oh, you saw that? Okay, let me do this part and then I'll try to answer your question. Okay. We're receiving consciously empowerment, right? Intuitive energy, This is the energy we're receiving. Remember, we're healing. And as we're doing so, we're receiving. Not just blending in, right, with the energy, embodying the energy, but also receiving as we're doing so. And finally, with the Nine of Swords, like we're in lead on something here. You know, we're still in that baby steps. You know, a little bit offensive. Maybe we're sensitive to partnerships. We're sensitive towards love, right? To better yet, it's not time to receive or for it to manifest in the meaning, you know, in the meantime. So again, like I mentioned earlier, we're surrendering. We're surrendering to this awakening. As we're letting go, our intuition is getting stronger, right? Because we're making space. We're making space, and hello, 35. Welcome in. So you guys are going through a massive awakening. So receive it with the Queen of Swords. Receive it. Receive it with all intention. Allow your hearts to be open to this. I mean, regardless, it's gonna happen once the spirit knows like it's ready for your body. Everything's ready for it. Boom! It's gonna hit. When you're there, just open your hands and lay low, and just let it happen. You're more than welcome to like protect your energy, protect yourself from your own partners. Meaning, maybe some of you guys are not having sexual, or let's put it this way, you're not active with your partner. Okay. I'm not going to get too much into it because I'm not going to start like, oh, well, we broke up and da-da-da. No, let's not go there. Okay. If it did happen, I'm sorry. But yeah, be more mindful of you. In an honest way. Okay. So, again, this awakening will be happening soon, or has happened already to some. But who we are attracting and calling in are the ones that are going through this awakening. Okay. You manifested a few soulmates. Okay. And we met people along the way for us to continue healing, for our spiritual growth, and just our journey and the journey that we're in the path. Okay. You'll know where you're at. Don't rush into things. Okay. Do not rush into anything. That's just an advice. I've been there before my awakening, and then after, it's just no need to rush. Because it's going to be a lot. Look at it like you actually in a school. You know, you're in high school. You go through the first 2 years of high school, and then finally you're about to graduate high school, senior year, and you take that big old freaking test that they give you, right? To receive your diploma and whatever. It's like that. Look at it that way. You know, there's, or like a book, you know, chapters, episodes. Don't rush into anything, guys. Don't get overwhelmed. Okay? All right, let me go ahead and just answer somebody's question here. And what's it called? Move forward. All right, my friend, this this question. Tell me about my life, Mystic Divine. Let me see my fortune, how it's been. Okay. I'm not sure if they're still here or not, but I mean, they're watching, but let's go ahead and answer it. Okay, white. Let me see. Oh, you're like, I can't see if you're watching. I'm stalking you. Are you still in here? Okay. All right. In return, I'm going to have you share the live. Subscribe if you haven't. Okay, thank you. That's your way of, paying back for now. Yeah, we'll go from there. Okay. Let's see. Want this? Okay, white. Okay, I'm hearing for you to slow down. Okay, so right now it seems like there's some shifting happening. Okay, you either made an impulsive decision, the Chariot is actions. Yeah, see, instead of you could have just instead of embodying that some energy or whatever was shifting inside of you, you just took action, either towards building something, or taking leadership towards something, because that's what the Emperor is a leader. But when it's in its I like to express it regardless if it's a negative or a positive. Aries will always be impulsive, especially when they're trying to either make a point or just simply when they're building a career, an empire. They take full control. So what is that you're taking control of? Okay. Mm, do you have a daughter? No? Hmm. Okay, it's like I'm getting some daughter energy. It could be somebody else's daughter. Yes. Um, you could be teaming up with someone or somebody's daughter. You could know them. Maybe you might not. But you are going to be the one making that decision, though. You're going to have the courage to, or the strength. And something about this is going to be successful. So it could be a relationship happening, perhaps, for you. And it's gonna be successful. If it's not romance, it's gonna be a stable career or just something that you're building. No. Sometimes I predict. So if it hasn't anything of this happened yet, then that's fine. Maybe it's not time for you to receive it. But something, this energy is around you. Okay. And I mean, perhaps it could be engagement, right, with this person. But again, it's not marriage. It's going to be you engaging onto that teamwork, okay, that team partner. So if it's not romance, it's going to be the career. And I know you said no, but it's okay. Again, it just depends on how it comes, how it manifests for you. Okay, we're in that energy of receiving right now. Okay. All right, honey. Well, thank you for your question. I appreciate it. All right. Let's continue with the empath. What time do we have? Okay. All right, guys. Let's continue. All right, Spirit, anything else? Divine for the impact. Anything else? Divine impact. Oh, okay. 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 Or at my empaths, we know that for some reason we attract narcissist, right? It wasn't our parents. is a partner or just in general. The whole purpose of that was to warn us something about ourselves. And no, that's not referring to, oh my gosh, we're narcissists as well. No, of who we are, of why, right? We need healing, but also our mirror has to heal as well in order for us to understand that how we feel sometimes it's not us, it's just the energy that we pick up on other people. Um, some of us are becoming understanding of this is a blessing that is given to us, even though sometimes it might keep us on a chokehold, right? Because of what it is. Some energies are really strong and it just beat you down. And yeah, and it's like, well, damn, I did that for nothing when I didn't have to. So some people, some of you guys are aware that you don't have to do certain works. Like, for instance, when it comes to emotions, you don't need to cry, right? You're not the one that needs to cry, so you just stay strong. You've somehow brought either awareness or consciousness to self when it came down to this. And it's like, nope. Or you didn't react the way that a person should when they're in their emotions. That's some good energy right there, my friend. Not just that, but the consciousness of it, the awareness. Because people tend to play dumb, right? They tend to manipulate. They tend to fake illnesses or whatever. And for you to have the awareness that people behave a certain way just to manipulate you in staying, or just to brainwash you. No, you stood still. You're not sure what will come ahead, but you saw something good out of it. And that's what's making you more understanding, like, this is beautiful. But now, when it comes to community, you're brokenhearted. Not brokenhearted, but you're a little hurt, a little bit of pain. Why? Because you're by yourself. And there's no shame on that. As an empath myself, and again, you guys, by just being it by yourself, looking for answers, we have to be in that path. And trust me, you will appreciate it later on. This path right here, it wasn't meant for us to see. It's more about a feeling, about letting go, surrendering, having no fucking worry. Maybe you're picturing you have like a horrible vision of what this is trying to say or how am I expressing it, but it doesn't have to be ugly. Or if you're already in this path, I like to say, decorate it. If you're sleeping in your car, if you're sleeping at somebody's house, if you're just somewhere, look at it like camping, like a vacation, or shift your mind different to get you out of this depression or out of this lack of action. Okay? A lot was rising from the subconscious. If you look it up, conscious and subconscious, and it will show you images of ice breaks in water or underwater, and you'll see how it's lined up. Look it up and you'll see what I'm talking about. Just because we see these rocks right here in this card, that don't mean nothing. We had to dive in deeper in order for us to continue finding the gift within us, right? And the stability when it comes to just finally using our intuition, nurturing ourselves. You know, making, what's it called? Financial decisions, but obviously with being responsible about it. So this is pretty good. But yet again, abundantly, we got to be by ourselves to receive without the judgment about our creative self, right? Our differences as an empath. And it's all about receiving the wisdom, you guys. Yes. Stay committed to the wisdom. Aries card. Action, impulsiveness. Even though it was impulsive decision, you are committed towards something here. It's still going to bring you so much blessings, so much of everything. You build it. Does that make sense in your head? You build something for yourself. And thanks to that, it's going to bless you. Thanks to that, it's going to bring some kind of community. It's going to continue helping you grow on your, in your journey. And then I say you're manifesting soulmates. A lot's coming in. We're receiving a lot. But don't stay. What I say, take it in. But yet don't stay there. Either waiting for it or something. No, when it comes to your mind, you shift. Wish it well. I don't know. Feel it. But don't stay in that awe for too long. Okay? And you'll meet when you meet. Everything's going so good, guys. So continue nurturing yourselves. Continue surrendering to the divine. Receive without judgment. Keep praying, keep affirming, however you feel comfortable. Okay? Alright. I'm single, no married yet, but I got crushed, but it will never happen for oh. Well, who knows? Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please don't forget to do so. Go ahead and share the live with other friends, families, etc. We'll be here. Alright guys, have a good one. God bless.